Hey all, welcome to Beautiful Journey. My name is Tina and I have a quick review of a product for you today. This is the iMethod Perfect Eyebrows in Seconds kit. And you may be thinking, wait a minute, didn't you already review an iMethod eyebrow product? And the answer is yes, I already reviewed the iMethod eyebrow stamp and I really liked it. And so now I'm going to review this one so we can see what's the difference between the stamp and this kit. And which one do I like better? One thing that I do want to mention is the color is different. In this one I have the 05 and in this one I have 03. So I don't know which color is going to be better. This one's pretty good for me. So we'll see what the 03 looks like. The kit comes in this little bag, which is nice because if you want to travel, you can just put everything in here and it'll all stay nice and together. And it has a little Ziploc on top. I have had this out of the package so that I kind of know what I'm talking about. There are two sets of stencils. These are the same. With the other set, the stencils that you got, you had to use one, clean it off, and then flip it over. This one, you have two identical stencils, so you can use one, use the other, and then clean them when you're done. I kind of like that. There are 5 stencils in here with different sizes and shapes of brows, and so what you need to do is hold them up and see which one you like best. And you can either use the one that you like best that matches your current brow shape, or if you don't have many brows like I do, you can just use the one that makes the brow shape you wish you had. I'm going to get my hair out of the way, figure out which template I want to use, and I'll be right back. Okay, so the one I like best is number 2. And if you look closely at this, you can see there are dotted lines on there to help you line this up with the side of your nose across this way so that you get it straight and to the outside. But what else is in this little kit? There's a little card in here that has some instructions and some guidance on determining your ideal brow structure and shape. It has instructions on how to use the kit. It tells you to wash your brush weekly, and that is one thing I like about this set is that the brush and the product are separate, whereas in the stamp, the product is in the lid and then the applicator's right here. So you're always putting this back in the product and it's not as sanitary maybe as the other one can be. But this is perfect if you're traveling. So in the little tool bag, you have the stamp with this little puff on the end. It's like almost like a makeup sponge. And then there's also a tool with a spoolie on one end and an angled brush on the other end so that you can do some finer detail work. So let's brush up those brows with the spoolie. And yes, I don't have a lot of natural brow, and what I do have is very, very blonde. And I do want to mention before I get started that iMethod does have a 100% satisfaction money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied with the product for any reason at all, you can contact their customer service and they will refund your money, no questions asked, and you don't even need to send back the product. So they do stand behind their products, and I really appreciate that in a company. So here's the pomade, and it's in a little pot like this. And what I like about this one is that you can set this down, and when you get this all lined up, then you can pounce this in there. And if you need more, you can go back in without having to take the template off like you would on this one, because you have to put it in and turn it to get more product on there, which is a little difficult to do once you've got this all lined up. But I haven't used it yet, so it might not be as slick as I think it is. All right, so I'm going to line this up, and I'm going to try not to look down in my mirror so that I don't cut off what you guys can see. And there's a line here that you're going to line up with the inside of your eye, and I'm going to fit my eyebrow in there. This is the tail end here where you want, and if you want to raise it a little or lower it, you can adjust like that. And then you're just going to hold the template in place. Get some product on there, and I have a lot and it looks really dark, so I am going to put it on a little bit sparingly to start with until I get a better idea of the color. Okay, it's not quite as dark as it looks on the applicator, so I was a little scared, not gonna lie. And you have a perfect eyebrow when you take it off. That was pretty slick. I may have it in a little too far. Next time, I think I would probably set it out just a little bit. So let's go ahead and do the second one and line it up. I like not having to clean it before I do the second eye. And then go in and grab some product. And I'm going to tap really lightly. The harder I tap, the more product I'm going to deposit, and the less control I will have. And I need to get this tail a little bit better. And there we go. Okay, I'm going to take this one off and redo it because I like the way this one looks better. I'll be right back. I did use a tissue and wipe that off. So it does seem that you have a little bit of time to work with it before it will set down. I know their other product, if this is the same, the other product lasted all day long on me. Even the tail, where I often lose my tail by the end of the day, it was perfectly in place. So let's move this one out just a little bit. I had it in really close, so let's not get it quite so close. And get some product on the brush. Oh. And tap. Just a little dabbing motion so that it doesn't get too dark in any one spot. And then I'm going to brush this through so it doesn't look quite so stamped. Make it a little more natural looking. And then the other thing I like about it is with this little pencil in here, you can go into the pomade and kind of draw the little hair-like strokes if you want to add to the more natural look of it, so it's not so stamped. But it gives you the initial structure like immediately. And I think the color is really good. If you're interested in the makeup that's on my face, this was a makeup look I did for Andy's birthday, and it would have gone up on Wednesday, April 27th. So if you're interested in this makeup look, you can go and check out that video where I did the eyes. I will link that down below. I will pin a comment in the comment section on how this wore through the day, but right now I'm really happy with it, and I might play with a couple of the other stencils and see if there's one I like better, but I really do think this is pretty good. And I like this tool. I think it's easier to work with than the other stamp, but I can see actually an application for both of them. It does say when you wash this to make sure that the product is dry on here before you wash it, and to use a mild soap and warm water, and it will clean up. So that is the iMethod eyebrow stamp. Let me put my bangs down and so you can get the look with how I normally go about my life. They are a little bit dark, so I might not put quite as much product on if I did it again, but they're not bad. I'm going to be coloring my hair pretty soon, and the color is going to be a little darker, so I think it'll be perfect once I get my hair colored. So turns out batch filming is really helpful for saving time until you get to the end of the last video that you filmed and realize that the camera cut out for the last part of that video, and you have to refilm. It's a little bit of serendipity though, because you do get to see how the brow color goes with my new hair color, and I think it actually works really well. What got cut out of that other video though was pretty important because it was information about the giveaway that iMethod has agreed to for 3 of my subscribers. iMethod is going to give 3 of my subscribers this very kit right here. And all you need to do to enter is use the word brows in a sentence in the comments down below. This giveaway will run for 1 week, and I will put the date that I'm going to draw the winner right here because the timing of that 1 week will depend on when this video actually goes live. I will also have a link in the description box below to the eyebrow kit on Amazon, and there will also be a code there for you to use to save 10% on your order. That is not an affiliate code for me, it is just a courtesy from iMethod. If you have used any of the iMethod products, I encourage you to share your experience with us down in the comments below. And if you haven't seen that first video, then you can watch that one here. If you'd like to see the look that I did in the first part of the video, I will post that one there. I hope you all have a beautiful, blessed day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.